Hey guys, so welcome to the creating a YouTube channel section of this course. This is literally where we're going to create a YouTube channel together step by step. Now, some of you may already have a YouTube channel or say you know how to do this. That's absolutely fine. Maybe you can skip this section, or within this section there are other pieces that I'm going to go into, like a channel banner, where you just have a trailer, your description, links to social media, all this kind of stuff. Also getting verified and getting monetized eventually, those kind of stuff. That's all in this section too. But there is a setting up step-by-step YouTube channel so you can follow this as you create your own. I'm literally going to create a channel with you so you can see exactly how it's done. Okay, so first step, let's get yourself a Gmail account and a YouTube channel, and we get cracking, shall we? Come join me. So first things first, you're going to need a Gmail account. That's for email. If you already have one, then skip forward to creating a YouTube channel, but we're going to do this step by step so there's nothing missing. So go over, search to create a Gmail account, or accounts.google.com up here, and let's fill this out, shall we? So set yourself up with a name that you want, either company name or channel name, whatever it is, at gmail.com. Set yourself up a password. Oh, okay, so the username for this one isn't allowed. Okay, so I'll skip forward there. That might find a little bit of time to find a Gmail account that works, but don't worry, this is just to log in. This doesn't have to be the email account that you advertise and you use, but it's handy if it does. So let's do that. So I've created this. So what you're then going to need to do is put in your phone number. Obviously, I'm in the UK. Input your phone number, this to verify you. Also, you can set up a recovery email, which can go to your other email accounts, whether you lock yourself out or not, and set up your date of birth. Gender. Then they're going to send me through a text message so I can verify my account. Okay, it's just come through, and it's a number starting with G. Let's do this. G. Okay, that's done. Yes, I'm in. Agree to the privacy. Okay, and we're done. We're in. Got it? Here is my email account. Now you got yourself an email. Perfect. Okay, so let's get ourselves a YouTube channel. Let's search for YouTube. Now just click on the sign in option here, and you can see that it's already signed me in. Here is contact ytacademy@gmail.com that we just set up together as a test example. Automatically signs you in. Perfect. You can also see, if you click up on the avatar in the corner here, you can create channel. Click that, and let's create a channel. A really nice feature with YouTube and Google products as a whole is they have a lot of help and a lot of FAQ section, a lot of videos that help. So this one, create a journey, your creator journey begins. Let's get started. So the first section is choose how to create your channel. Let's create a custom name, channel name, and let's do the YouTube Academy. I understand. Create. So the first thing you can do here is go ahead and upload a picture. Now I'm going to have courses on Photoshop and Premiere Pro to create videos and stuff, and how to create graphics. But for now, you can go and search any of the other videos if you don't know how to create one of those. But you can probably go into the free software like Pixlr or Canva, stuff like this, and you can create yourself an image. Now you've already got your logo from a previous video we spoke about if you've gone onto Fiverr and got yourself a logo for that. So you can use that image for this, one of yourself, whatever you've taken, whatever you want. If I was you, I would choose an image of yourself, something that draws attention, whether you'd have a crazy expression on your face or whatever. But for now, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to put in my Academy logo. Boom. There it is. Okay, so there are sections here like your channel description and things. We're going to get to that later. So we click save. And here we have it. YouTube Academy. I've got 0 subscribers yet, very sad. This will update shortly. And here it is, you have your own channel. It's all done. The YouTube Academy, you can see here, whatever your one's going to be. We're going to change these and customize the channel and everything else into next videos. But that was quite simply how to create your Gmail, how to create your YouTube channel, and you're done. You're on your way. Okay, on to the next video, which is going to be all about your channel art and making it look incredible. So, on to the next video. Okay guys, so we're going to go into the next stage of creating your YouTube channel, which is making it look a little bit good. So let's add ourselves some channel art onto here. Let's customize the channel. So, you're back on the page where I left off on the last video. Click Customize Channel. A new pop-up should come up that looks something like this, Channel Customization. Click onto the branding here. And you can see this is where we added the logo last time, or whatever your picture is and you've decided on. And then let's go to banner image. So you can see right here, for best results and devices, the image looks like this. Okay, so where you create this is up to you. Like I said, I'm going to use Photoshop. You can use any of the free products. Pixlr, Pixlr is a good one, or Canva, or any of the other software that's available online to create yourself a banner. Now, when you think about what you want your banners to look like, go and look at some of your competitors. See what their banners look like. So if I go onto YouTube, let me look at some of mine. Divert Living, I've mentioned this channel before. Let's see what theirs looks like. Nice, and you would have done a lot of this research previously when I mentioned about when you're looking at your competitors and what they look like and branding and image and stuff like that. So you should have a big idea right now, a more full idea of the fonts you're probably going to use, what kind of imagery, depending on what it's about. So this guy's traveling, he's in a backpack and he's got the name of it behind him, right? He hasn't got a little strap line, it doesn't really say what it is about the channel. Let's have a look at some other ones like Will Dasovich. So Will's graphic hasn't changed for years and it looks really good. 2 images of him. He's a YouTuber, he's got his camera on his shoulder. It kind of says what it is. It doesn't say what he makes it about, which you probably want because you're a brand new channel. You want to tell everyone what you're about instantly. Let's go and look at some more. Okay, so Dan Mace, let's see this. So this is quite good because, so he uses a lot of stop motion animation and he has cut out pictures and stuff, and he has this on his channel art. Look, his name on here, Make Movies That Matter. His whole premise for his site is that in his channel, he's making the movies he wants to make that really kind of say something. They comment on culture or they comment on an issue and stuff. So that kind of, we're getting more there kind of towards what you should start saying. Let's look at Nick Nimmin. Okay, so Nick Nimmin is another guy who talks about YouTube, okay? And this is a really good graphic. So obviously it looks really high quality here. You can remember that when you are thinking about this, like I mentioned before, think about how it looks on your phone. More people are watching your content on their phone than on desktop. So you can see that all his stuff in here, in the thumbnail. So phone's pretty much gonna cut off here and here. So this is gonna look great. All the information is in the center. It's gonna look great when it's on the phone. And it says here, subscribe for YouTube and video tips. Exactly the same kind of message that I'm going to put onto my branding. I'm going to actually copy this for the sake of this video and show you what I did. And here's an image of him and he's on a notebook. It tells exactly what you want. So when you're thinking about your channel art, you've already done a lot of the research. I hope you know colors, you know fonts, branding. Think about this, okay? Go and look at some of your competitors or people in the same niche and let's make a channel art. So like I mentioned, here's the size you need. Go in and create that wherever it is you're going to create. So this is what I came up with, okay? Here's an image of me I've taken. I've cropped me out in the center here, and then I have subscribe for YouTube videos and tips by YouTube Academy. Pretty much the same we just saw on Nick's site, right? I might change it in the future, but for the sake of this video, this is what I'm creating. Now you see this image is huge, and that's fine because you're going to see in a minute when I upload these, it's going to show you what it looks like on mobile, on desktop, and on TV. Now TV needs a slightly bigger graphic, but not many people are watching it on TV. When I look at my analytics, that's a tiny proportion. So don't worry too much about that. So you have this, save it as a JPEG or whatever you want. Let's upload it. Let's find it, channel art. Let's upload this. Okay, now this is what I was talking about. Viewable on TV looks like this. Viewable on desktop looks like this. Viewable on all devices. Mobile, which is the important one, looks like this. Great, I'm nicely centered, puts me in the middle. What I can see here is it's cutting off slightly this bottom. So let me just drag the corner here and then bring this down and send to me like this. I want to see more of the finger. Okay, let's do that. Done. That's nice. So then once we've done that, let's go up here and click on publish. Done, done, done. Okay, let's go to channel. Have a look at how this looks. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Nice. So now I have channel art that kind of explains exactly what I'm doing here. It has a little bit image of me so they can see who the presenter is. We have a logo here on the YouTube Academy. And we're good to go. That was really good, right? Okay, so we're done. So take a little bit of time, like I mentioned, go and look at your competitors, other people in your niche, see what they're doing. Not all of these will have done it right. And you've already talked before about your branding. You know colors, you know fonts, you know what you want to say in a strapline, in a tagline. You've got this from your previous research. I told you planning was the most important bit. So now you've got that. let's go on to the next section. We're going to talk about description and we're going to talk about your links in there. So on to the next one. Okay, so welcome back to the next section. We're going to quickly just carry on from where we left off. We're going to go in and add a description and some links and stuff into here. That's really important to do. So let's go to customize channel. And click over onto basic info at the top here. Now this is where you're going to type in right here what your kind of channel's about. Now if you go back to your research section, you're going to pretty much have said what it is in a sentence or two. That was something that we had and we did, so you've got that down. Your first sentence should be that. Maybe even your strapline, your very first sentence, then that. Get that in there. That's really, really important. We'll come back to that in a moment. Now this is your channel URL. Now you can't change this yet until you have at least 100 subscribers and more than 30 days old, and you already have the channel art and the icon, so that's fine. But you need to have 100 subscribers and be 30 days old, then you'll be able to change this, and I fully suggest changing this end part to your company name. Okay, now let's quickly go into add the links here. This section here, this is really important. So you're going to want, and we're going to talk more about this later, social media, but you're going to have social media accounts linked to your channel, I'm sure. It's one way to get people over to your YouTube, be that Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is you're going to do. Put them on here, have them on your channel art. Now, like I mentioned, on your phone, you're not going to see these links in the corner, but desktop you are, so it's definitely good to have them. Also, if you have your own website, you can link that to it. And if you have affiliate links, which is something else we're going to talk about, if people go to other websites, like when I had a travel channel, I had my booking.com at the corner there. People clicked on there and booked. I got a commission based on if they spent money or not. You can also add that here. But let's go through and show you how to do this. So click link, whatever this one's going to be. So say this is your Facebook. And it's going to be facebook.com, whatever yours is. I'll leave it there for now like this. Okay, let's publish that in the top corner. Let's take a little quick look and see what that looks like. Okay, great. So you see we're back here and you see we've got the link here. If somebody clicks that, it's going to go through to your Facebook page that you've linked. Obviously here, I've just linked Facebook generally. So that's how we do that. So you can go in and play with those and add those as and when you create your social medias. If I was you, create your social media accounts now. You might not have anything on it, you might not publish anything on there, but now you have your Gmail account too. Start creating those and use them. So with the channel description, you might be saying, why do I need to bother having a channel description? I can have a video, I can have a trailer, which we'll talk about soon. Why do I need a written text channel description? Well, that's because YouTube needs to know what your channel's about for it to suggest it. So if I go in here and I search divert living, I've used those guys as examples before, but you can see right here it comes up and he's talking like a human. Hi, I'm Jimmy, I left my career in the military. He's talking like a human. That's one point I want to come to. But you can see this first sentence and a half come here. People might see that and want to click and subscribe. Also, if I just go on to Google, let's search divert living on YouTube and see what comes up. You can see it does stuff like it links stocks of videos, popular stuff, but also right here, hi, I'm Jimmy, I left my career in the military, and it's right there, huh? He's recently changed his description, I know. So this is why it's important, because it's also going to suggest, if I go traveling, couple, world, whatever. Now, as well as suggest videos that come up here, look, it's also suggesting channels for me. In this section here, this is where your description is. And hey, we're a husband and wife from Nashville, Tennessee, traveling 100 countries by 2020. I don't know how that went with coronavirus, but hopefully it did well. Anyway, this is where it's going to display not just videos, but also display channels. So that's another important reason why we need a description. Now, what should be in your description, I hear you say? So your channel description, I would open it. You saw it's only a sentence and a half there. So I would open it with your strapline, your one sentence, two sentence strapline that we worked on before, and also write like a human. Hi, I'm, and what we're going to be doing, right? That was one important thing, because then they feel connected to you. You're not a business. People don't want to subscribe really to a business. They want to subscribe to a person. Also, you're going to want to be specific about what it is. Don't put too many words in, and ah, about exactly what you are. You're going to tell them concisely in a sentence, which you already have from the planning stage. It's really important, especially the first 125 characters, as you've seen how much comes up. Also, give value and reason why you should subscribe. Give them a CTA. That's a call to action. Subscribe now for. Don't miss. What are they getting from you? Are they getting budget value on makeup tutorials, how to do it for $5? Are they getting how to travel the world on next to no money? How to make money online? Whatever it is, how to do it and how to do it now. Have a sense of urgency, Be direct. Also, we talked about schedule before. Include how often you're going to upload videos. So for the first 30 days, you can put a video every single day. Like we've said, we're going to do that. But if you're going to do less often after that, change your description. Don't tell your viewers something that isn't going to happen. And also what type of videos you're going to do. If all your videos are based on one subject, then that's pretty much what they're going to be all the time. But perhaps you have a schedule where you do 3 videos a week, and one's a haul, one's a tutorial, and the other one is a live vlog. Tell them that. Tell them what your schedule is going to look like. Have that in your description. Now, what I would do is I would go and have a look at some of your competitors as people in your niche and see what they're doing on their descriptions. See which ones have all these bits I mentioned. That's a call to action, sound like a human, are precise, all these things, and see what they're doing. You can have a look at their structures. There's also numerous sites. If you go onto YouTube and say, good channel descriptions, you can go and see, but this is research, and like I've said with YouTube, research is one of the most important things. See what everyone else is doing and make it better. If you've seen 20 different descriptions, you can tell exactly what the channel is like from it, what you're going to expect and all that stuff in one. You can start getting the perfect description. I've given you the outlays there of what's needed. Go ahead and do that. The last little bit there before I go, if I come back onto the channel customization below where your description was, let's go down to the bottom here, and here's your email address. Put in there, it doesn't have to be the one you created for this, whatever it is. Maybe you have a company one, maybe they're separate, whatever. You can put in that and have people contact you. You've probably seen if you go into other people, it can reveal their email address if they're allowing it for people to contact you directly. This is important if you want to start doing collaborations with people or with companies and things like that. People can contact you. Okay, great. On to the next video. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, so we're going to talk here about channel customization, and by that I mean how people see your channel when they land on it. You may think that all YouTube channels look the same. They don't, and there's something, well, they shouldn't do if they're doing it right, and there's something very important you should be doing. Okay, so if we come on to the customized channel section again, I'm going to use a channel quickly here that I haven't used for a long time. It's my travel channel, the one I did all the experiments. I put videos on there over 4 weeks, grew it to like 10K, broke it, brought it down, changed, I literally deleted it twice, changed thumbnails, changed keywords. It's how I learned everything about YouTube. From then I went on to work with clients, I went on to work with individuals to grow their channels, and I've seen loads of success. This is my test channel. And you can see here that once you have videos on there, you can start breaking these down into playlists. Let's have a little look at another channel that has some great playlist examples. Okay, so if I go over to Dan Mace, this was an example I use. I really like his videos and his styles. Okay, he has a featured video here. This can either be as a playlist, and I only put one video in it, and then you can title it to what you want. And then he has uploads. This is a standard playlist made by YouTube. Everyone has this, and you can say whereabouts you want it, higher or lower. You can drag them up and down. Uploads, that's ranked by most recent upload to furthest away. Top videos, and then he's got seeing sounds like Dan May. So he's got a whole series on making sounds through objects and making music from it. Not the Normal Show, that's a feature show he's had on here. Brew, that's another show. Travel, inspiration. So he's broken it down here. So if someone lands on the channel for the first time, they can go in there and they can see what kind of playlist I've got, and they can start going through the playlist. Also, if you put this into playlist and then feature it when the video is finished, it can suggest it on the right hand side for people. If I click by video, you can just see here, it's just doing it, listing all his videos by most recent. So when someone lands on your channel, it's really important that they see exactly what your channel's about and see some playlists to get a kind of idea of the content they can expect and they can consume. The layout of your channel is almost as important, I think, as the graphic on the top, because people aren't always staring at the graphic, not reading it, especially if it's small, but they scroll through and they see the big text about what each playlist is about. They can really get an understanding of exactly who you are. For example, if you are a makeup tutorial, you can start having different type of makeup or haul or whatever fashion, whatever it is you're doing into your playlist. Now, initially when your content goes up, you're not going to have this. After you've done your 30 days, 30 pieces of content, you're really going to be able to start putting your videos into playlists like this. Initially, of course, you're not going to be able to. You're probably just going to have uploads, and you're probably going to have most popular. Now, your YouTube layout will change a lot, I'm sure. As videos become really popular and you get one, for example, I had one video that had 1 million views. I put that right at the top of my channel. I had it alone, and I said most popular, most watched video with some emoji arrows down, and then I had some other stuff underneath it. You're probably going to want to test and try out all of your different channel layouts that you can think of at some point. And I encourage that, I implore it. So when you change your channel layout, have a look at analytics and see how many people. Let's quickly do that for a second. Okay, so I'm just going into a selection here from last year. I'm going to look at the stats for this. So I can see, for example, this is the number of views I had, the number of subscribers went up over these weeks, and then my revenue. This is when the channel first launched. Now, what I would do is I would start looking at your views, looking at your watch time and your subscribers, and when you make changes to your channel layout, start seeing from that day if there's an increase or decrease. Also, if you click on engagement at the top of analytics here, scroll down, you can actually see by playlist. So I can look at my playlist here. If I put these in different different locations on my screen, higher or lower, and I can start naming stuff. Another thing I have for playlist ideas is that you should name them with questions. How to do this, what to do this. So people are searching, they really get kind of, it's an intrigue, how to do something, also in their search. You can see here, popular uploads is always the best, and it pretty much is. My story, that was right at the top here. And then this other stuff here, you can see kind of the subscription amounts. This was actually before I really started breaking down my channel into playlists and I started seeing how important they were. But you should have a little look, have a play. Analytics are your best friend to see what works well. And when you start getting things that are going really well like that, keep them and start maneuvering, test and test and test and test and test. But that is how you should lay out your channel. Like I said, you can't do that until you have at least a few number of videos on there. Wait 2, 3, 4 weeks when you have those 30 videos on that we've planned, and then you can start laying these out and your channel is going to look really, really slick and really great. In those titles, put some emojis, some how, some whys, some really punchy playlist names. Yeah. It's going to really work. I really like this. I can already feel your channel coming along. Now you put all these elements together. This is really getting exciting. We get into a really good place here. I can't wait. Okay, in the next video, I'm just going to quickly talk about channel trailers. Okay, welcome back. I'm going to talk to you quickly about channel trailers. Should you have them? Shouldn't you have them? I think yes, you should. If we go over to customize your channel again, and then we hear channel trailer for people who haven't subscribed. So these are the two options here. So you can imagine if someone's come to your channel for the very first time, they know nothing of what it's about, this is a trailer you're going to show here. And then feature the video for returning subscribers. So if someone's already been to your channel, they're subscribed, they've seen your trailer, you can feature other content to go higher up. Would I add a trailer? Absolutely, especially in your first 30 days. So like I said in our scheduling, if we've already scheduled 30 days worth of content and probably we've shot 30 days worth of content before we even launch our first video, that means you have loads of content to make a great trailer. You haven't got to wait months before you got enough to make a trailer. So you should go in. One of the first things I did when I came back from traveling was I made a channel trailer. I explained exactly what it was that I did, and I was able to put that onto my channel. So even when I had a limited number of content on there, people understood exactly what my channel was about. So let me show you real quickly my channel trailer and you can see what you think. I have a couple from different stuff I've tried over the years. So the channel trailer just quickly kind of explains exactly what it is. It's going to be punchy, really quick, and make people really want to see your channel. Like I said, I had all the content already. Back would engineer that, make a trailer. Let me know what you think.
Okay, so I quit my job and I'm traveling the world. But just one little problem. I have no money. So how do you travel the world cheap? Let me show you how. So I did the normal life route. I went to university, I made my mum proud, I got myself a job, and I worked for 8 hours a day for 5 days a week for 48 weeks of the year, and I was unhappy. So I said, F it, and I quit. I quit my job, and I'm exploring the world, but I have very little money. So how do you travel the world cheap? Come and follow my channel, and I show you the price and the cost for everything, and how you can travel cheap too. Come and follow me on this crazy adventure. Subscribe.
Okay, so you can see from that channel trailer that it kind of explains exactly what the channel's about. It told you really punchy. It could have been even shorter than that if I'm honest with you. I would have rather made that half the length, 20 seconds. It shows clips of me with voiceover, exactly what they're going to expect. It was a brand new channel behind me so that people knew and they understood why there wasn't a lot of content on it, and maybe they should get in now and start subscribing. That was a channel trailer. I have another one here I want to show you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Choose life. Choose Netflix. Choose evenings in front of the TV. Choose microwave meals and hours of scrolling through Instagram pics of someone else's life you wish you had. Choose Facebook notifications of another friend who got married or promoted whilst you're living a replica life of your parents, beige and repetitive. Choose getting on the property ladder. Choose getting on the career ladder. Find yourself doing DIY upper ladder on a Sunday so far from a beach or a view it's depressing. Or change it. Choose to say Q repetition, Q ordinary. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do or expected. Choose a one-way plane ticket to Thailand. Choose night friends, you might become more. Choose night flames, you might become more. Choose partying on a beach like you're 17 again. Ring the bell, live nocturnal. And if you failed and have to come home, you can say you did it anyway. Choose getting to 30 years old, having no wife, no kids, no commitments. Rent your house and sell your meaningless IKEA belongings. Put your life into a 30-kilogram bag and escape. That's what I did. That's what I'm doing. Come and see how I escaped the mundane and started living my dream. These aren't just vlogs, these are escaped logs, runaway files. I'm off. I'm running away. See my YouTube videos as I escape. Thailand, summer 2017.
Okay, so that was just another trailer there. I really like that. Again, it probably could have been a lot shorter, and you probably want to make it a lot shorter. But that was using actually something from the film Trainspotting. Choose this, choose that, choose that, and it was really impactful. So really think about something that people want to watch. When they see it, they go, "Wow, I like that. That's really cool. I want to subscribe." At least they want to subscribe. Maybe they want to share it too. I would have a channel trailer. That's what I want to say to you. Also, do some research, go into other channels, especially newer ones if you can find them, and go and find channel trailers that they have in your niche, see what they're doing. Use what they've done as inspiration. If they do something great, you can do it too. Okay, that's enough about that. Next, we're going to talk about verification and when and how you can make money. Okay, so obviously you've made YouTube, you want to be creative, but you'll probably want to make some money too. Maybe you're thinking about this as a whole career, as a side hustle, see where it goes, see how it grows. That's fine. Let's go onto the screen here. If we go onto monetization, which is down on the left-hand side here, click on that. It'll say on your channel here, it might say this. If it doesn't, don't worry. If it does, here it is. It says that monetization is not available in my location. Let's update location. Let's choose where I am. I'm in the United Kingdom, and save. Great, so monetization is available in my location. I've told that. But there are some problems here, and there's some things that you need to do. So there are some requirements you need to be able to monetize your channel and get. We've talked about the CPMs and how much money you can possibly make in the previous and the planning. Go back and check that. Remind yourself of how much is possible. But you need 1,000 subscribers that are required on your channel. That might not take too long, actually. If you're following the process we do, you might, in a month, you might have 1,000 subscribers. Let's see how it goes. And also you need 4,000 watch hours. Sometimes the subscribers come before the watch hours. This depends how long your videos are. So we've spoke about trying to make your videos, and we're going to speak more, 7 to 10 minutes in length. Two things: YouTube will share them more because they can put more adverts on them, but also the retention time is likely to be longer. So you can just click notify me when I'm eligible, and they're going to send you an email to that account that we made. These are the things you need to be eligible for YouTube. There's just a really quick video to let you know that's when the monetization comes through. You're eligible to monetize your content after you've done that. Now, I want to also mention something else about your content, because I've had a lot of content taken off. Be careful, and we spoke about it briefly before, be careful about what you make your videos about. If you swear, even if you bleep it out, if you talk about something you shouldn't and you get reported, if you are showing nudity, showing too much skin in your videos, if you own a bar or you drink alcohol, or there's alcohol involved, or if there's copyright music, any of these things will mean that YouTube will demonetize that video. For example, if you've got music that belongs to someone else, that means that all the views and the monetization that comes from views on your channel will go to the person who owns that music. That's how that works. If you use content created by someone else, same deal. Now, what you don't want is your video to get demonetized. I was in nightclubs and a lot of my content got demonetized. You can't make money from it. If there's alcohol and stuff like that, people don't want to advertise on those. As I've mentioned before, people don't want to advertise on them, so therefore they're going to make less money. If they don't get demonetized by YouTube altogether, they're going to make less money anyway. But there's two schools of thought here. One, you might want to make videos that do get a lot of views, although you can't make money from them, because a lot of people want to view that content, although YouTube doesn't want to advertise, or people don't want to advertise on them so much. So it brings a lot of people to your channel. You get a lot of subscribers. Then you might make really safe content that might get less views, but there's already people on the channel that are going to watch them. Two schools of thought there. Let me know what you. But I think there's merit in making both. Content that's maybe unmonetizable or won't make as much money but will bring in viewers, and then content that will bring in less viewers but will make you more money CPM. Now, copyright music is a big thing. People always want to use music, and that's fine. But there is also actually a YouTube audio library. If I go down here and click audio library on here, on YouTube, they already have songs on here that you can download and use, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean your videos are going to be demonetized because of that track. That's fine. Use those as much as you want, but everyone does use a YouTube video. So I'm going to talk to you about something called Music Bed. Let me search this for you. Music Bed. And I'm going to link this and you can check it out and download, but I've used these lots of times before. Music Bed have some really good music. All theirs are copyright, so if you subscribe to it, I think from memory it's something around $10 a month or something. And as long as you have an active subscription, there's loads of really cool stuff in there. I use a lot of hip hop, R&B, a lot of classic stuff, a lot of sound effects. Everything's on there, everything. And what happens is you use the music on your video. Initially, it'll go, oh, there's a copyright claim against this musician. then literally within minutes, or sometimes an hour, but literally minutes, you get verified that you have a subscription to Music Bed, because you've told Music Bed what your YouTube channel is, and then it'll go back and you can start making the money from your videos again. It's really, really good. Music Bed, I fully recommend. Now, another thing, content, if you're using someone else's content, you really want copyright content. I use, let me show you this, video blocks. Oh, sorry, story blocks. I always say video blocks. Story blocks. So story blocks, you sign up and you pay a monthly subscription, and you can go in and you can use all of their footage. Let's search for example, London. And you can see there's all these stock footage going to come up of London that you'll be able to use. Look, you can't do this crane shot looking over London. You can't have this. Imagine how much it'd cost you if you wanted to get a drone up there and fly over London. A lot of people that are doing these travel videos, or even when they're in a location, if you live in London, you're doing makeup hauls, maybe you want a title coming over because you live in London, because you've been, whatever it is, use these stock footage for an intro, for an opening, for during your video. They're great. It really adds a lot of production value to your videos, and at a small monthly cost. Also, if you go in there for a month, you could then download all the content you think you're going to need for the future, cancel your subscription, and you've still got all the footage available to use. Those are two things: Music Bed and story blocks. Use those two fully to your advantage to make sure your content doesn't get demonetized and taken off of YouTube. Okay, so that was setting up a YouTube channel. That's everything from going from nothing all the way through to setting up everything on your channel, from descriptions to channel art, where you're going to lay out your channel and things like this. I'm going to go into the next section. I'm going to talk to you about finding your way around Studio when you do things. Then after that, eventually, after we've planned and made the most perfect YouTube channel video, which I have a cheat sheet that I made when I went traveling that I'm going to share with you guys. Once we've done those two sections, then we're going to go to actually upload a video. I'm going to go step by step, uploading a video and then sharing your video and doing everything on there. That's all coming up. So by now, after this course so far, you've planned a channel. You've taught the right equipment. You have now made yourself a channel, and we are moving on. Now I'm going to show you around Studio, and we're really on our way to getting the perfect channel. Well done, congratulations. I really want to hear all about it. So please, if you can contact me on social media, let me know how it's going, questions, queries, anything like that, find me. I want to talk to you guys. Okay, on to the next section. I will see you there.